Hi, this is Nikki from Just Something to Think About, Words of Inspiration found on Facebook. And the topic of this video post is, how do you trust again after being betrayed so much in relationships? And today's post is more like a video diary because I wanted to tell you a story of something that occurred to me today that ended in a revelation that I wanted to share with you, Just Something to Think About family. And as I explained to you before, a lot of my posts come from my own testimony, and this is an example of that. Okay. So I ran into an old friend today, somebody I used to date not that long ago. And when we were dating, I thought we had a potential of a future together. As far as I knew, he wasn't seeing anybody else, and I know I wasn't seeing anybody else. At least that's what we were claiming. And then as time went on, my instincts started kicking in, and I started thinking he may be. And I asked him, and he told me no. And my instincts kept getting stronger and stronger, and evidence started pointing in the direction that I could be right. And eventually, I just decided I couldn't do it anymore, and we broke it off. And fast forwarding to the day, more recently, he came back and he started saying how much he missed me, and he admitted that he was seeing other people and so forth, and that he wanted to try it again, and he was sorry, and he realizes what he had now, and so forth, and so on and so on. And you know how we women are. Oh yeah, maybe it'll be different this time around. Maybe he really does care about me. Maybe now that he realizes that he misses me, he'll treat me better and so forth. You know how we women are, right? So, I prayed on it. He called, matter of fact, 2 days ago and said the same thing. And so I prayed on it. I was like, God, I've been stubborn. I've been telling him no, but am I wrong? Could he be changing? Could he really be claiming that this time is going to be different? Could it be true? And, today, I bumped into him. I bumped into him at the park. And I was like, wow, okay. I was starting to think that it was a sign, a good sign, that I bumped into him. Maybe this is another sign that we're meant to, try this again. So we spoke, but, he seemed happy to see me, but yet nervous to see me at the same time. So as he left, I kind of watched where he went. And long story short, he got into a car with a girl that he's been swearing that he hadn't been seen. So, needless to say, I was pissed because you act like nothing's going on with this girl, but every time I turn around, something seems to be going on with this girl. So I went home and I called a good friend of mine. He's a male and I need a male perspective, and he has a phenomenal way of thinking. And I called him and I was like, I need your help. He was like, well, I was like, I need my friend to get me out this mood. He was like, well, what's your mood? So I explained to him. And he was like, I told him that I feel like an idiot. And he was like, for what? And I was like, for trusting him. And he was like, what were you supposed to do? And I was like, I don't know. How did you know that you couldn't trust him? I'm like, I don't know. He was like, then why do you feel like an idiot? And I was like, I don't know. He was like, you can't do that to yourself. He was like, God revealed to you what was true, and as you continue to build your relationship with God, that's what he's going to do. So instead of looking at it as I'm an idiot, look at it as I'm blessed. I'm blessed that God revealed to me the first time that he was seeing other people, and I'm even more blessed that before I entertained it seriously the second time, he revealed it to me again. And I was like, wow, that is a great way of looking at it. Stop looking at it as somehow I'm wrong. He's wrong. He said he's the liar. He's the cheat. He's the one that did you wrong. What did you lose out on? Nothing. I tell my girl that all the time. Why are you crying over some guy that cheated on you? And yet, as easy as it is to give the advice, I admit it's not always easy to take it. But he made a good point today. Instead of looking at myself as being an idiot, look at myself as being blessed. God revealed to me the answer to my prayer because I asked him, what should I do with this? The fact that he's calling me again. And I told him I was getting soft. It was not a coincidence that I ran into him at the park at the exact time that he was leaving and getting in the car with this girl. That was not a coincidence. That was God. Remember when I told you the other day that God talks to you all the time? It's just a matter of whether or not you're listening. This is one of those times where he talked to me and it was up to me to listen. I'm choosing to listen. And I will not be calling him anymore. And I will not be getting soft on him anymore. And that was my revelation today. So to answer the question, how do you trust again after being betrayed so many times? I posted something like this before, and I'm going to reiterate this point. You don't put the trust in the person. You put the trust in God. Meaning, if God put a good person in your life, trust that He'll help you recognize that. And if somehow some idiot sneaks into your life, then trust that God will reveal it. That He doesn't deserve you. That was my revelation today. That I'm blessed. Because as my relationship with God gets stronger, I hear Him more. I hope you understand the revelation and get as much out of it as I did. Be blessed.